And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys.
Good
Hey,
evening,
what's up?
everyone. Good evening. It is Wednesday night with those guys, and you know Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. And it is hump day, the middle of the week. It's raining here in New York. Sorry to say, but no flying today.
The last 2 days.
Yeah.
The last 2 days, man.
So how's everyone else doing out there?
Okay, SJM says it's bloody cold here across the pond. Yeah, we had that cold weather last week. Last week it was cold here.
We had a little bit of cold. Yeah, we did.
Yes. Last week we did. All right. Today, would you believe it almost hit 60 today?
Mm-hmm. Did it?
It almost hit 60. Almost. It didn't quite. I think they were saying if it did, it would have broke some record. But I do know that it almost hit 60 today because my weather, it was supposed to hit 56. And it's 55 now, and the real feel is 54.
Really?
And I know it's warm because I wore a baseball cap today when I went to Manhattan, and I had to take it off because I was starting to sweat. I'd rather walk outside with the damp mist than to sweat out a hack. Oh, they got snow forecast. Gary, what's up, Gary? How are you?
Hey, Gary, what's going on? Yeah, guys are coming in a little slowly.
Okay, all right. Well, the show must go on.
It's raining over here on the East Coast.
Cool and foggy today. It was cool, a little. Hey, Michael Blades, it was a little crazy on the weather here in New York because this morning you couldn't see past 3 blocks.
Really?
And this afternoon you couldn't. And during the day, the rain off and on, but it was warm.
Okay.
Like I said, it was like it was like 50 something degrees today. What's up, Hal? How are you? Hal 9000, everybody welcome. Hal 9000,
Michael,
you got
what's going on, man?
The new logo with the peeking through the eye lurking.
What happened?
Did you know they have on YouTube put a bunch of new logos and emojis and stuff like that?
What is that? Like a mummy?
It's actually he's got his hand over his eyes and he's peeking through with one eye. They even have
got it. I see.
Yeah, they have a few of them. Here's one here. This one. All right. Okay. See, I'm not gonna play around with them now, but they have a couple of interesting ones.
I didn't know that.
Gary says it hit 6 Celsius there. That's not not too bad. It's not blizzard weather. Wayne B, how are you? Welcome to Wednesday Nights with
I see what you're saying about that.
Yeah. YouTube added that stuff there.
Okay.
I guess. Whatever it is. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday Night with those guys. Happy hump day to you all. We got a good live stream tonight.
They're a little weird.
Yeah. Well, people are making emojis and use them are weird.
Well, no.
Even though I have used the FU emoji a few times.
No, these guys are nice guys. I mean, I like that one, Gary.
Oh, the trophy. Yeah. Jackson RC, what's up, Chris? How are you? Hope all is well. Anyway,
hey, what's up, Chris? What's going on, man?
We got a good live stream tonight. What's up with you, Herman?
Yeah, we've been doing little things here and there. I've been playing around with some stuff.
Yes. You guys are going to see our first something we've been messing around with. I can't wait.
It's not first. I mean, this is something we were playing around with.
Yeah.
To see how far we go with it, but just another thing that it's something else that you could actually work with and actually sell to a customer if you wanted to, or if the customer had need for such you could actually market it to the customer.
Well,
So
we'll get into that when it's time. We'll let a few more
no,
people get here because then they'll be like, "What did I miss? What did I miss?"
no,
But
I'm not so much about what did I miss. I just, I mean, you know, when you're we're all drone pilots here. So,
hmm
one of the things that we were working with was some 3D modeling, not to hide anything. I mean,
yeah,
and we were playing around with a playground just to get
yes,
the feel of the how the software actually works. So before it's actually implemented to use, if it was something that we could use or go with something else.
right. But
So
it was
looking
interesting because we did a story on them on this
right,
company, Skybrows, right?
right, yeah. So it was just to talk about, we talked about it. We showed the video that they had on it and how it actually works and stuff like that. And we talked
hmm
about what was offered. And they had well, they actually only have one package. So
Yes,
technically
yes.
it's only one package that they have. So
Right. There's 3D, there's mapping, and then there's 3D
no,
modeling that's got
as far as the price value, of it, when you go into to purchase it to use for use.
yes. To letting Hal know we're gonna get to that mini price thing too. But
Already
anyway,
know.
what Herman was talking
Got
about,
prices for that.
we were playing around with doing some 3D modeling. And Hose, you got to turn on sharing so I could
Do
pull up the
I?
window. And we actually went along and we're playing around with Skybrowse to see what it could do. And like Herman said, you could probably apply this and or sell it to a customer. This is Skybrowse's page. We actually did a few models. Okay. The best model that we did do, well, I feel was the best model was this one here. As you see, it's a little playground. You can see that, Herman, pretty good.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a
It's
playground there.
see it.
And for those of you that are not familiar with Skybrowse, Skybrowse actually uses video instead of a picture and pictures to do their make their models. So
Let's
this
see.
is the model. Go ahead, Herman.
This is photo of the actual drone taking the
That's the actual footage.
video.
Yes, it took a minute. It took a minute to do it. To create this model. Actually, it took them 10 minutes to pull up. But hold on, let me move this out of the way and go back here to show you. When you first open it up, it's in map view. Now, what it does, this is the entire flight right here, which it does an orbit. If you look here on this screen, right
Mhm.
here on this screen, this was the trajectory of the drone. This is the actual park itself. What you have to do with Skybrowse is get exactly over the center of what you want to make a 3D model of, which is what we did. And then when you hit the start button, everything else is autonomous. It flew out from where my mouse is here to this circle, the inner circle here, and proceeded to go shooting video this way, clockwise. Once it completed the circle, it stopped for a few seconds and then reversed and
Right,
went up a few feet. And then it completed this circle here, the second circle. And this circle, these two circles is what the model, they after 10 minutes in uploading it to them, this is what the model looks like, the 3D model. I was playing with distance. That's why that's on there. I want to actually now, please bear with me because my mouse sucks. But this is the actual 3D model. Give me a second because I don't want to talk about this right now. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it. Click. Click, there we go. But this is the model of the actual park. Okay, wait a minute, that blue dot there, get rid of that. Click. Of that park with the slides. And as you see, it's a children's park. We can spin it around. It actually came out pretty good. I mean, considering this was about for playing around with it, this is a water park over here, and that's supposed to emulate a sunken ship. Now, The reason you want to sell this to a customer, and you may find a use for sky browse, you may not. Like I said, we mentioned they only have two main features. You can do 3D models, and then you can do a mapping of an area. But say the customer, this is a customer, and he wants to get rid of this sunken ship here, but before he gets rid of it, they want to know how long this is distance wise. So you would go here to one of the distance. Let me spin it the map this way because the distance bar is going to come up on that side and get in my way. All right, so right here, here's the boat. We need to find out how long it is from here to here, the end, just the length of the boat. So you would click this distance right here, and you can do all of this in real time. I click the dot here, guesstimating that's where the line is, right? And I would draw the line to there, roughly saying that's it, about the length of it. And as you see, it measures it, just shows 75. That distance of this ship that's here, if they want to take it out, they're going to have to take out at least 75 feet. Now, if I wanted, I could also mask around it, or I could do this whole area, which I like because I never played around with a 3D model before. But say they want to know the square footage of this jungle gym area here. Okay, what you would do is this, you would go here to the mode area tab, and we're just going to do this hypothetically, but I would click here for starting point, and every place I click, it pretty much draws a line around the area. Now, I made the mistake and clicked in too far, and I'm fighting to get out of here. You know, my mouse sucks, Herman. I told you that, right?
Well, I would see like the best case scenario. I would see with something like this.
Right,
Let's
but
say
see, that's the general idea. That's the general idea. You want to measure an area, it will tell you this area that I just did is 148 square feet, 0.80 square feet. You get the gist of what I'm saying.
That would be like I said, the best case scenario, something like this. Like say they wanted to add another apparatus, if you might say, to the park.
Right, I'm pulling up the full park.
Do we have the space for it?
Well, this is why I'm pulling up this next one now.
How can we reconfigure certain things for it to fit within that space that we have?
Right. Yeah, well, see, just like you said, suppose they want to put something in this green area here. We didn't map this, but this is the entire play area. This is the ship I just measured, which was 70 something feet. This is the jungle gym area here, and this is a swing area. In the event a client wanted to know the square footage of something, you could pretty much do like this. Let's say they want to get rid of the entire ship area. We mark it here, here, right? Mark it here, mark it here, and mark it here. And it will tell you, oh, sorry, I need to escape out. It'll tell you the distance, even though that's in the way. Okay. It's 5,147.9 square feet. So if they wanted to get rid of that area or even measure it, we're just saying we're not getting paid for this. We're not, I can't see what the chat is talking about, but we were just playing around with it to see the functionality of it, right, Herman?
Yeah.
And it's
you got
pretty.
People in the chat, let's see what they're saying in the chat. What's going on?
Yeah, because I can't see the chat right now.
Who's got the thumbs up? SJM.
Okay.
Okay, it's up. Wow. Okay.
But here's to show you can make mistakes with it. This was our first map we attempted. I was the pilot. I take full blame. I was the pilot in command. And because Herman was actually recording me, but I was pilot in command. And on this model, as you see, I titled it Altitude Too High. And you will see the difference. Huh?
No, I'm just talking to people in chat.
You would see the difference. Yeah, in this model,
flying too high.
Yeah,
flying entirely too damn.
See, this one is not as detailed. This one is not as detailed because I was definitely too high, as opposed to this one here, which catches this one here, which catches the entire jungle gym area. Let me remove all this stuff first. Remove it and zoom in. If I can, please bear with me. I told you My mouse is freaking, my mouse, I need a new mouse. Yeah, it's trash. But this is pretty much it. This is a much better model that we did. This was the final one that we did, but we had fun playing around with it, right, Herman?
Yeah, it was okay.
I mean, right now they're trying to sell you. Hey, John Olson, does Skybrows cost money so we could estimate costs to custom? Yes. Hey,
It does
Fly Guy.
cost money. Sky Browse is what is it, a little over $2,000 for the
Yes, just over
package?
$2,000. Yes. Now, like I said, it has two features. They seem to have only two main features. It so far they claim it flies everything DJI. I hooked it up first to my Mavic Pro. I'm not gonna lie. I
Well, you
hooked it
do
up to
not.
my Mavic Pro in case something went crazy or funky. I would lose that bird, but then I wind up hooking up my Air 2S. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. I have to go back to it, Herman. I'm
What?
sorry. This is a key feature. If we didn't sell you on that, this might be of interest to you. Hold on. Now, like I said, we're not getting paid for it or anything like that. What I like about it is, hold on, let me go back to this map here. This is the better one, so I'll use that model. Of course, you can edit the name and stuff like that, but you're also supposed to be able to share and do different things like that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Factual? Is it factual? No, there's something here that I wanted to show you guys. Oh,
I
maybe
forgot what it was.
no, maybe it's back at this menu here. I'm
Mhm.
looking for Skybrowse. Ultra means that it was shot in 4K. Hyper was the process that it was done in. It's got to be in the video. It was something. Hold on.
Mhm.
Just give me a second to move this out of the way.
Well, I mean, like I said before, this is something that a customer can use for say, he have something like this and say, well, do we have the footage, the space to be able to add something else to this part? Can we reconfigure something in the part to add
Yes,
something in the
but
part?
okay. I'm trying to think of what it
And
was I was
I wouldn't
to
get rid
show.
of the sunken ship. That's a nice little it's a nice feature in there.
Yeah, but this is all a water park. They have little fountains. The ship has
Yeah, I
guns.
see that.
Fire water. You can fire water off of it and stuff like
I,
that.
I, I
But the
was there.
function, where's that function, man? That shit is killing me now.
See,
It was okay. What I was looking for, it actually showed you what
uh,
drone you were flying, the altitude, the temperature, how many miles per hour the wind was
oh,
blowing. It showed all of that data, and I
okay.
can't remember where the hell I saw it at on here.
Oh,
Inside.
okay.
Wait a minute. Highlight. Inside. Outside. No.
Uh,
Where?
what about
Anyway. Anyway. Um. If you want to check out Skybrowse, they are still
this
offering.
site?
They are still, yeah, go to their site. They are still offering a 14-day trial. They are
Oh,
offering a 14-day trial,
okay.
and you can play with it for 14 days. Now keep in mind, from the day you activate it, that clock starts counting
Yeah, she
down.
got.
Here it is. I found it.
Oh, you
See,
found it?
hard-headed dude, but I
Now you
found it.
remember it now, right?
Yes, now I remember, definitely. I had it in map view. I needed
You'll
to go.
remember it now forever.
Yes, I needed to go back to map view, which
Okay.
is showed that here's flight details. Browse type was just
Uh-huh.
sky browse because they have a different function for mapping. Drone
Right.
type Air 2S, camera type Air 2S. Excuse me, night ops is false because we weren't. Ultra means we shot it in 4K. Orbit count 6.6 feet, which was the distance that it backed up in a way. The orbit radius was 64.3 feet on the inside, and the
Mhm.
outer orbit radius was 92 feet. Oh no, sorry, the second orbit altitude was at 77. So it shows you all of this stuff that was going on during the day that you do this mapping. It may be important to you, it may not. This one is weather. It shows the exact temperature, what it felt like. The clouds were 100%, and yes, it was raining or about to start raining when we were miles per hour wind speed, and it was coming at you at 140 degrees, and you can download all of this information.
Gotcha.
So if that type of information is important to you, you know, or they say, well, why you didn't get a smooth, you can, hey, look, it was the wind, let me go back or whatever. But I just wanted to point that feature out too. I thought that was cool. Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer, you know,
All
so
right.
we are,
Johnny.
like we said, we are not getting paid or endorsed for it, but Herman and I were playing around with Skybrowse, doing some mapping, and it was nice to play around with it. We were trying to see, like he said, if we could find a use for it. And there are uses for it. I mean, it's simple to use, it's fully autonomous.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just, that's why I say that. Is it, do we have a new need for it right now? How do we market it right now? That's what
right.
That's what we're playing around with it.
Exactly. But it's like we said, it's slightly over $2,000. Now, keep in mind, there are other 3D mapping and 3D modeling softwares out there that don't come close to 2,000.
Really?
There are 1,000 times, they're a lot higher. They're a lot higher. There's one of the guys that was watching a review video on it. He said he uses Pixel 4.
Right.
How much is Pixel 4? And that's a 3D. And that's a 3D mapping. So I don't want to. It told me it thinks I'm looking for the Pixel 4 camera.
Oh, I don't know.
Pix 4. I think it's Pix 4. That I put Pix 4D.
Is it Pix 4?
Scan site. Yeah, I'm going to a site now just to see what they're offering. End-to-end 3D mapping.
Well,
context. Huh?
If you get the Mavic 3 Enterprise, you don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you will have to map the tower at Pilgrim. I was thinking about it. I need to get out there. That would be hot, Herman. To do a 3D model of the tower at Pilgrim.
At Pilgrim?
Yeah. Well, good idea, John Olson. Very good idea, sir. All I can say is we're going to continue playing around with Skybrowse. For those of you that missed the model that we created, it was just of a park to see if we could put it to use. Right, Herman? Yeah.
You know what would probably be good about Pilgrim is that where that is the it's open, so you don't have to worry about
no power lines or anything.
Yeah, so because that was the problem with the playground. There were power lines, there were poles.
Well, I can pull it up.
I mean, the drone has obstacle avoidance.
Right here. This is the spot
where we would probably pick it up, I don't know.
Yes. Now, Herman and I were here.
You might have been able to get even a little deeper.
But this is the actual video that it takes. It aims your camera down and it does this inner circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, this is playing on their server, so you might see a little buffering or whatever. But this, like I said, Skybrowse, actually, I almost made up one, SkyPixel. Skybrowse actually uses video as opposed to pictures. This was shot in true 4K at 30. Okay, in normal mode, no decent alike or anything like that. No, and as you see, it finished this circle here. It's going to stop, and now it's going to back out some. It's going to back away, and then it's going to complete the next circle. Actually, I'm pointing to it right now, I think. Yeah, saying that it's backing away, starting to complete the second circle. And then it commences. Now, keep in mind, the trees are moving here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has to get into a certain distance. We didn't adjust the parameter. We just used the default. And then it goes around and completes the second circle for the model.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. I was there. I was visually observing the whole thing.
Well, John Olson, like I said, go to Skybrowse. They have a 14-day trial. Just remember, from the time you activate it, the clock starts ticking. So if you activate it at so and so time in the morning, yeah, it's the clock. You have exactly 14 days. It's very simple. There are videos on YouTube that explain how to use it just like that. But the trial version does not allow you to map. It only
No.
allows you to do 3D models.
Wow. Oh, that's right. That's what they said.
Right, right. They did say that when we did the story
Yeah.
on them. But moving on.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fun day. That was a little interesting. And it's funny because we you talk about the rain. We were trying to beat the rain. We
Mhm.
we got caught in a little drizzle. We got the map done, or the model, I should say. I'm sorry. The model. We got the model done, and as we were leaving, the sun came out, and then right a little after I dropped you off, I was about to drop you off. The rain started
Yeah,
coming down again.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was a rough day. We got it in, got out of there. So we talked about Archer. Remember that I told you a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, that they were going to make full transition flight.
Yes.
Well, Archer has
Hey, Travel
announced.
Tech.
Travel Tech. Hey, what's going on? Archer Aviation has announced that its maker eVTOL, that's their what they call a prototype,
Mm-hmm.
has made its first full transition flight. To I should say, yeah, it should say the first full transition flight to wingborne flight on November 29th of this year.
Yep.
Now,
He showed it.
yeah, we talked about Archer and what Archer was going to Archer was going to do this, and I had we also talked about their aircraft that they're supposed to push here in New York when the regulatory restrictions and everything is lifted and everybody gets their certification, that they plan
Mm-hmm.
to have a one that goes from the heliport here in New York on Pier 6 to Newark.
Yes, and
So
back and forth the Newark
yeah,
Airport.
that's what United
Correct.
that's supposed to be with.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have their prototype here. Their maker prototype is just they just made full transition flight.
Hey, Lance.
And they talk about full transition flight, and I was telling Lawrence, it's funny how they refer to transition flight is and refers to the shifting of a aircraft's lift generation from one architecture and set of governing physical principles to another. So basically what they're saying is that the aircraft lift off, hovered, and went forward.
Yep. But all that technical jargon, you should pay us homage to our sponsor.
Really? But you
Hey,
froze, Lawrence. What happened?
are you serious? Did
Yeah, you
I?
froze. You froze.
Hold on. Let me stop all of this
Uh-oh.
baloney. And
You
I'm still
froze.
here. You still got my voice. I'm still here. Give
You
me a few
froze.
seconds. It's what
You froze.
happens
See, that's what happens
when
when
there we
when
go. I'm back.
when when you speed.
Technical. Huh?
That's what happens when you speed.
I don't know. I guess. I guess. My
Slow
ice is melting
down.
here.
What happened?
My ice is melting here.
But
We don't have a
I was
blue
just
cup today.
I was just talking about Archer.
Okay.
But it's a wonderful thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the fact that Everyone's doing what they're supposed
They're moving.
to
They're,
be able to carry passengers and cargo. Everyone's doing that transitional hover.
they're
First you
moving.
hover. We've seen many videos of people just going up, hovering, and then landing. Now everyone's going from hover to transition flight.
They're
Transitional.
moving. They're on the move.
Yeah.
On the move.
Yeah.
And with that, a word from our sponsor. Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
Those guys. Salute to you. Yes, I do not have the blue cup tonight.
Ah, that hurts.
Okay.
That one hurt a little bit.
Now our sponsors should be happy, you know.
That one hurt a little bit.
but getting back to Archer, it's good. Archer's doing it. Lilium, everyone's doing their transitional flights and getting their transitional their certificates to be able to transition.
Move on, to keep on moving and doing
right.
That's right. What it's all about. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I know that you know, a lot of people don't believe that it's going to happen. But you know, even like I said before, I will probably never fly in one. You would probably never fly in one.
You're right.
Although you never know where somebody might use one or buy one to use it. Because I used to when I was in school, I used to have to take a flight from here to St. Louis and transfer in St. Louis to a flight that goes to Quincy, Illinois. Now, I had no idea that the flights to Quincy, Illinois, are not on an adult plane; they're on the baby plane.
Wow, what do you mean by baby plane? Like that? Yeah. That's a baby plane.
Yeah.
See, unacceptable. If I'm gonna die, I want hundreds other to be around me. So I go down in a fireball.
I turn back twice.
And they're loading luggage onto this plane as well.
No, I think the luggage, I don't know. Listen, I think so. Listen, I didn't see it.
Hey, Ray Kelly.
I didn't see it. I don't know. I can't contest to it. All I know is that when I got off the plane and I went inside, my luggage was inside.
Okay. All right. Your luggage took the safe route, ground. I've never been in any of those small Cessna types. I don't think I could ever get in one.
It was a few people on the plane. I mean, but it was one of the.
Other than the pilots, how many people were on the plane?
Other than the pilots?
If it's less than 10, too damn small.
It was 12 of us.
Too damn small. Hey, Maddie's Drone World was good. Too damn small. 12 people?
Yeah. What's up, Bob?
That plane goes down. Maddie. All they're going to do is scrape the metal together and put it on a flatbed. I'm just saying.
But that's why I stayed in St. Louis overnight, because they couldn't fly during the rainstorm.
Oh, see. I don't get on anything smaller than a DC-10. I'm sorry.
You get in
they don't even make it. They don't even make any more of those. I'm not getting on that.
You get in the car.
Car isn't traveling at 28,000 feet, 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, but the plane doesn't have, just like your drone, many other fools up there.
You're right.
There's some guy that doesn't want to tell you his altitude.
You're right. You have a risk of dying more by car on the ground than in a plane. That's a shame.
Well, see, I'm not one of those guys that plays the statistics on that, because the reason for that is because if there was a way to keep every vehicle 10 minutes behind each other,
They
then we
would
would
do
have
it.
the same success rate too.
Yeah, true.
Well, you wouldn't get nowhere.
Okay, well, oh, I guess so because, but
You
landing
wouldn't
here,
get anywhere, but
yeah, but landing in New York, the plane's coming every 2 minutes.
okay.
But that's an international airport. They may vary
If
at other places
if there
too.
was a way to keep every car 2 minutes behind each other,
That would be the perfect way to drive. But like you said, you'd
you
have to
wouldn't
leave
get
days.
anywhere.
You'd have to leave days before. Hey, have fun, Travel Tech. Thanks for coming in. Be safe out there. He's trying to
And
go out and
and
catch the sunrise.
and you could make sure that when the traffic that's going this way, the cars that are going this way never cross them. Sure, if you
Yes.
could do that, then you'd never have any accidents. Just like
What's
they
up, Jay
don't.
Merce? Hey, Jay Merce came to visit us. Thanks for popping in, man. We appreciate it ever so much. We
Hey Jay,
appreciate
what's going on,
every one
man?
of you guys for coming in. And if you missed the beginning of the live stream, we were playing around with some mapping, with some 3D modeling software from Skybrowse.
Oh
Might
yeah.
might be worth going back and seeing, and you
Mhm.
might be able to apply. We are not getting paid for this, but you might be able to apply Skybrowse to some of your work in the
Like
future.
what? Like what? Like what?
Some type of 3D modeling or maybe even some low end mapping
Really?
without paying $5,000, $5 to $10,000 for software
I don't
to
know
do
if
it.
it'll cost you that much to
And
do it.
I know, I know.
I mean, I think they all
I'm
roughly come in
exaggerating.
around the same price. I thought that Skybrowse would be a slight
Hey,
bit
Angie.
cheaper, but what I noticed is that when I said sometimes when you start getting into cheaper, you start getting cheaper, and I think
Yep.
Skybrowse, from what I see, is a quality product, and I think it's from what what we played around with, and we had, what Lawrence showed you is just a little bit of it. If you dive into it a lot and deeper, you can start labeling and measuring and doing all sorts of thing with it.
Right. Someone may want to
And
know the
I think
circumference.
it's worth the money, And if it's something that if it's something you can use, if it's something that you need, if you can find a way to market that aspect of what a drone is capable of doing to your customer, then I think it's worth the
Almost
money because you
everybody's
can make
drone
the
now.
money back on it.
Yeah. See, that's
Especially
the
if,
thing.
like I said, when I was mentioned when Lawrence was showing like the distance and showing like, just he did a little show. And I was like, if a customer wanted to add on something to his part, what's up, Big Mac? What's going on, Big Mac?
Big Matt.
If a customer wanted to add on to his park or reconfigure the stuff in the park to add something in, do I have the
Yeah.
space?
Right.
Yeah, you got the space. We got the model. We got the measurements. Yeah, it's there.
If
Boom.
the city says you can use that area, you got the space and things like that.
Big Mac, what's good?
You're right. You're right about that, Herman. So yes, I actually did do a little demo, didn't I? I guess you could say that was a
Yeah,
demo, right?
I guess so. Yeah, why not? And we talked about Archer and their first full transition with their maker prototype.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see Midnight in action. That's going to be something, New York is going to make that big. It's going to probably be a no-fly that whole damn day.
Yeah.
If it ever happens, when it happens,
Yes.
because they're not going to let the Paris games outshine them. New York just got to have their tail feathers up in the air and wave it. Let's go wave it. Let's go. Here I am. Boo, 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 boo. We're here. But anyhow, on another note, what's going on with that damn Mini 3? I'm seeing talks about it here, talk about it there. We have the Mini 3, the Mini 3, the Mini 3. Do we have enough Pee-wee drones out there already? I mean, the Mini 2 was capable. It was nice little drone. It was a sub 250, right? Wasn't it? Lawrence, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was sub 250, right?
yeah, but in answer to your question, do we have enough sub 250 drones out there? I don't know. Apparently, DJI doesn't think we do.
I seen some other thing out the other day. Was it Adam or whatever the hell they pronounce that shit? Was like
Yeah,
it was on Amazon. It was $300. I
right.
wouldn't even talk about that because I don't know. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't recommend it. So I don't know. Somebody else um might enjoy it. I mean, it's actually I'm gonna be totally honest with you on that. For a kid or somebody you first starting out in the drone world, and you want to get their feet wet in it, instead of buying something like the DJI Mini 2 or the Mini 3, and you sacrificing 1,000 to 500 to $1,000.
Yeah, yeah. For something that they may enjoy, may
Hey,
not enjoy.
GPS, why not? That's where that's at. So I as far as that's concerned, I can't recommend it because I haven't flown it. I really have no need to purchase something like that. But
Well,
it's
see,
out there,
you're
and
actually answering Ray Kelly's question now. Will you guys be buying the DJI Mini 3? And Herman just said it. I personally don't have a
well,
use
no, I'm
for it.
talking about I'm talking about the Atom drone that I was talking
Oh,
about.
oh,
It's a
okay.
it's a nice stuff, something for kids. Going back now into the new Mini 3 coming out. To answer that question, no, Captain. I actually have no need for it.
That's the same
I have the
here.
Mini 2 and I have the Mini 3. And for mini use, they are quite capable for what they are.
Right. Like
Um,
me
I I
personally, I
I take out a couple of drones. Sorry about the drone. I
go
take
ahead.
out a couple of drones when I had to go take care of some stuff. And honestly, the best camera is the best drone that goes up in the air. It's just like how, and I coach, right? I coach football. And the best guys are the guys that take the field. The guys that give us the best opportunity to win are the guys that take the field. When they need a
Right.
breather, I pull somebody from the bench and give them a breather, get them back out there.
Hey, Uncle Bill.
And we rotate the bench from like that. But as far as a drone is concerned, the best camera is the one that goes up in the air. So as far as mini drones are concerned, I have the Mini 2, I have the Mini 3 Pro, and
Right.
I have an Air 2S, and I have the Mavic 3. And if you want to go into pros, if they want to do something better than what they have,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Jay Merce, you
Did I
know, you
speak
remember him,
too?
right?
Did I speak?
Jay Merce says the mini
Did,
is turning way too many.
did I
I
speak too?
agree,
Hold on, Lawrence,
but
did I
Big
speak
Mac,
too much on
but
that? Did I say Mavic 3
oh,
Pro?
not at all, not at all, because
Because no, because DJI will pump out a Mavic 3 Pro and make it better than the Mavic 3 that we already bought, and then I'll be pissed off and uh-oh. But anyhow, the Mavic 3, when taking out the drones, that's the one that goes up because
Ray
it's got the
Ray
better
Kelly
camera.
Ray Kelly says he might buy it if it's priced right.
But how
To
much
be
right
honest,
but how
if
much more right price can it be?
right,
That's what I'm looking at, because when I
yeah,
purchased the Mini 3 Pro, which is a
mm-hmm,
little drone that's under $1,000. You know what I'm saying to you? When I first saw drones, when I first saw these drones, they were like, I'm going back more than 10 years ago. And I
yeah.
was looking at the price of what a Phantom
Hey, Charlie.
drone had cost, and I was like, damn, that's expensive. And as time going on, as I've worked, and I got a job that I was able to do certain things. And I said to myself, the
That's
price
one reason.
is
Uncle,
reasonable now, and I'm like, I was able to purchase the Phantom 3. I actually bought 2. And then the third one came about, and that was another, but here and over there. But anyhow,
Yeah.
so the Phantom 4 dropped, and then I was gonna buy the Phantom 4, and I was like, no, don't buy the Phantom 4, because when I went to go buy the Phantom 4, actually, I noticed they had the Phantom 4 Pro out, and I was like, damn, they got the Phantom 4 Pro. I was like, so then I checked out what was that, Drone World. They've closed since then, but
Yeah.
Drone World sold me a package for the Phantom 4 Pro that I couldn't turn down. So I was like, I got that, and that was that. That was about
Not interested.
whoa, that was like 5-6 years ago. Damn.
A lot of I'm seeing a lot of people are not interested in the Mini 3 that's coming out now, and
right, because because they all wanted this little controller with the integrated screen, because they knew they had envisioned that DJI would do other things with it. And now all of their drones that are out on the O3 system work on it. I don't see a need for another mini drone. That one was 900 and would change with the controller. That I can fly all of my drones with it, except for my Mavic 3.
Yeah. Charlie, don't type and drive at the same time. And now
I just don't see a need for another.
Matt said it earlier. Let me just scroll back up real quick, because I wanted to get into it. I just didn't want to interrupt you. But he says no need to have a new Mini 3 version. That's DJI just lining more pockets. A non-sensor drone is just going to make people buy the Care Refresh. With the censored one, you might need the refresh.
And it's funny it's funny you say that, Matt. DJI put out a survey basically geared towards Care Refresh recently to see what how their customers feel about Care Refresh. And it was questions that were geared towards not them learning anything, because they didn't ask for much feedback. But and that's how a lot of surveys are. They just want you to push towards how they want you to feel. And they're looking to expand Care Refresh, from what I noticed from the questions that they had in the
survey.
In the survey, yeah, they're looking to expand Care Refresh.
You did the same survey. I did it as well. Yeah. I did do the same thing.
That's why I said it's funny Matt said that, because that is what they're trying to push. That is their big money maker, Care Refresh. And Care Refresh needs to not need the drone for all. You have a radio control service. If you're going to offer a system that will give the pilot the opportunity to repurchase his drone at the actual cost to build price.
Yeah.
If you're going to give him a warranty that does that, then you should not need the bird to be returned to you.
This is true. And can I point out something? We were supposed to show, let me just read real quick. Censored drones, you might need refresh. It's actually not the direction I wanted to go with it, but it is what. Censored drones, you might need refresh unless the drone is uber expensive. Holy crap, Lawrence lost his mustache. Everybody don't move. No, dude, it's been going for a couple of days. Since last week, right, Herman? But nobody's seen it.
Yeah,
but I guess. I did it the week.
I guess they're not used to the fresh out of
Oh, yeah, I know. But getting back, I wanted to point out
Lawrence, look.
While we're talking about this, because not everyone, but a few people are saying that they're not interested in a new drone. Well, DJI has been showing us different drones. I want to get into these pictures, Herman, real quick.
Well, yeah, that's why I said there was a different direction where I wanted to go with this, but it's not where, but nevertheless, we can go. Let's hit it. Okay. Because I always go back to DJI's their marketing and okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Their marketing and research team, Deals Drones and Osita LV.
Yes.
We
OC
know
to 55 or
we
whatever you
know,
want to
yeah,
call them.
whatever you want to call them, 55 love, whatever you want to call
You
them.
remember this picture. This is where you're going, right?
We first saw that picture, right? And what was it? The caption on that picture was like a new drone, but I don't know who the manufacturer is.
Okay, right
We
here.
we
Go
saw
ahead.
that, right? Right.
Right.
Remember that
Yes,
one?
everyone remember this picture?
That was your man Deals or whatever that
And
popped
this
that
one
up
here with the drone with the 4 sensors.
back around.
DJI
What was
has,
that, November 8th? That one popped up.
yep, DJI has more drones than they know what to shake a finger at. And the reason
Right.
I'm showing this is because we want to
Mm.
get into what they came out with
Well,
and have
Lawrence,
boxed.
let's talk about this. We saw, right? We saw pictures, right there. You showed pictures that were leaked of a drone with the old style controller, but was transparent. You know,
Uh-huh.
with some tape on it, with some electrical tape. They were doing some testing and stuff like that. I
But
guess basically some more leak. There was a leaked pictures, and then what was it? November 22nd rolled around, and the Mini 3. We saw that. What is it? It hit the FCC database
yep,
around that
yep,
time, right.
yep. I remember.
And then Osita LV or L Love, whatever the hell his name is, or Osita,
Oh,
yeah,
see the 55, whatever you want to
55,
call
yeah, whatever you want to call them, and Deals Drones had some the Mini 3 combo with the RC N1 controller.
it. You mean these boys right here?
No, with the
Oh
RC
no, I'm
N1
sorry.
controller.
With the N1, yeah. Not this
Yeah,
one
we
here,
we
but
saw we saw that. And then what was it? Then now come all the way full circle back to like what was that? December 1st, the pictures that flipped up, and we saw
hmm
that with the RC controller. That was
yeah,
the one that you just saw, and we
yeah.
saw it
That's this.
in a retail store. But there were other stuff that that the both of them put up showing that
They show different
captions,
things.
right? Captions with the DJI Mini 3 coming soon. We saw
Mm,
that, and we saw it with the we saw two different setups with the packages with the RC N1 controller, and we saw it with the with the RC controller.
right.
And then now
The
this
render.
morning
Yes.
had a render with a new style that we saw also in another picture where they
Uh-huh. Right
compared
here.
both
Here it
styles
is.
of this drone.
Here it is.
Right,
Notice
that's this one there, and then there was another render of it.
this one here, which is actually in the box. If you
Right.
look at this, the vent system here, this venting system is a little elongated. Notice no obstacle avoidance sensors nowhere except maybe for landing. The same thing here. This is an intake vent. That's an outtake vent right there. And
Right.
that seems to be the Mini 3 that came out, images that came out this morning. Go
Now,
figure.
now
Now go back
what
to,
I'm in, what I find quite interesting about the Mini 3 or this Mini 3 is that you're dumbing down from what you call a Mini 3 Pro,
mm-hmm.
right? Okay, we saw that when we saw the FCC listing.
Yep. All of this stuff.
Now we talk about this Mini 3, and we're dumbing it down from the Mini 3 Pro. For those of you out there who are saying that you would get it if the price point is good, what do you call a good price point? Because remember, you paid $500 for the Mini 2.
Right.
So you're willing to pay 500 or 600 for this? Because with the controller and the Pro, it was about $1,000 or 900 and change for that.
Yes.
So for the guys who are hard strong on the price point for certain things and don't remember what they were paying a couple of years ago for a drone, being said, what is, for those who would get it, what price point are you looking to pay for it? because because I don't know, Lars, didn't we? I sent you something where it was a leaks on the price, right? On that, on what they were talking and what they were looking at on the price point for that thing.
Yeah. That they hold on. Let me shrink this down and see if I can get back to that. As freak. Let me just go back this way. Give me a second to pull it
I
up.
know if I
But
open another
yeah,
web,
the prices that they were talking about for these was
mhm.
$500 and something, $529 or something to
Yeah,
that effect.
that's what I was looking at. Yeah. So I mean that price point there was just a $599 for Flymore. Would you pay that? Or would
Right,
you
here
even
it is. I got the picture right here. I got the picture up for the drone. It is $529 for
mhm,
this drone right here
mhm.
with the N1 controller. We're
Right.
not talking the RC controller because that's a completely different price. But this is the Mini 3. Notice the vented area. No forward obstacle avoidance, no sideways obstacle avoidance, no rear obstacle avoidance. I bet it probably just has the bottom sonic sensors for
Mhm.
landing. Okay, but this is basically a bare bones drone right here.
Right. That's basically
And the camera will
now
not flip vertically
won't it?
also.
It won't? No? Why?
No,
You
no.
sure? No?
From what I've seen, I think they seem to have taken that feature out.
Okay, so you're
It's a
buying a
completely
Mini
different
2.
camera system too.
So you're buying a new Mini 2
Yep. Basically, you're buying the new Mini 2,
with
which
better
is,
flight time.
yep,
So
exactly.
basically you're just buying a Mini with better flight time.
Right.
Gu-
Okay, now here it
Guys,
is.
guys, dig guys here in North America or in America, period. Please dig deep into
Look, hold on. This version should be
dig,
$707, Matt says. Ray Kelly says, yes, 500, 550 would be nice.
no,
Drone
no,
Site says
seriously,
450 or no more.
no, seriously, dig deep into your hat rack and ask yourself, after buying the Mini 3 Pro at the price that you thought was decent, do we really need this drone?
No, not at all. Barbarian FPV, I hear you. I'm tired of hearing about DJI mini drones too. I want DJI to put out an FPV bird on a carbon fiber frame,
It's not gonna
and
happen.
that's it. And if it
It's not.
doesn't happen,
It's not
I
gonna happen.
guess I'll just keep buying the Cadix and a couple of O3 units.
Really?
Yes,
Is that
yeah,
bad?
yes, better antennas with the legs. You know what? I'm I'm not
Mhm.
sold on it. I personally, and I'm speaking for myself, I personally don't have a need
We,
for anything smaller than a 1 inch sensor.
and I feel you on that. But
Oh,
what I'm
hold
saying
on.
to you
They
is
say
that
1 1/7 is better than one over 2/3. I get it. That is slightly bigger, but the camera doesn't flip vertical like the old one. And that's it. Blind Neil, what's up, man? How are you? Of course you need a new drone. It's new drone, haha.
you
For
have to.
people who did not get the Mini 3,
I got you. Yeah, I
okay,
got you.
and you need
I
a
got
new
you.
Mini 2, your Mini 2 is a little dusty, then all right, spend $500 and get the
I
new
hear
Mini
you.
3. But
I
there's
hear
no
you.
obstacle
You know
avoidance.
what? You know what? I can't. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna look at the whole world through my own eyes.
True. I agree,
And
Charlie.
I understand it. Those of who didn't get the Mini 3 Pro, I understand it. If you
Right. Uncle Bill says if
want
someone
that,
hasn't
then
gotten a Mini, then it's a consideration. Lake Pilot,
right.
what's
But
good?
there's people out there that if you ask them or shake them down, they got everybody's Mini.
Barbarian
And I'm like, how
FPV.
many of these many things do we need out there?
He
I'm
says
like, yo, it's
DJI
like
needs to get
swarming
away
the
from
world.
making toys and start making real products for freestyle pilots. I'm with you on that, but it'll never happen
And that's not
because
gonna happen.
they want to keep DJI people
That's
pilots.
not
And
happening.
notice
That
DJI FPV is a lot different from the other world of FPV.
Okay.
Because DJI's FPV is their own ecosystem.
Okay. Well, hold on a second.
And all DJI birds have a
there's three. I don't want to cut you off, but I want to get out one thing. The reason why you'll never see what you're asking for is because of three little letters that DJI lives and die by. It is embedded in their heart. They found a way to tap into it, and they're very good at it. GPS.
Yeah.
You're locked. That's it. Not gonna see those. Forget about it. Forget about it.
They have. I'm not gonna lie. DJI has one of the best GPS systems out there.
DJI lets everybody see everybody roam free with their product. You go 5-6 miles with it, but they got that zap collar around your neck.
That's Barbarian FPV.
Once that GPS goes out, you come right back home.
You're right. But Barbarian FPV says actually one word, proprietary. We've discussed that on a few other live streams. It is a proprietary thing, which is why they will never go hardcore FPV.
They can. They can, but they won't.
DJI will always come out with a bird that has an oh shit button. And the Avata has an oh shit button.
And I still don't understand.
Bird has an oh shit button. All of their DJI drones have an oh shit button.
But I don't understand why you can't have an oh shit button on your FPV bird. They make the O3.
They do. It's called angle mode.
No.
You flip a button and it levels off.
No, follow them, Cynthia. DJI makes those air units, right?
Yes.
So why can't they put their own air unit onto something like what you're interested in? But just have that oh shit button on the controller to flip it back into GPS mode. Just right back. It's only GPS and that. That's
true.
It.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that?
I don't know. I don't think they will. But if they ever did, I'm waiting for them to come out with an FPV bird.
You know why they won't?
Why?
Let's go back to Big Matt. What Big Matt said. It's about selling care refresh.
Do
you know what happened? Do you know what would happen to these guys that started to stretch their legs from GPS drones to diving off the cliff, from swimming in the pool to diving off the cliff?
Yeah.
Okay. Those drones would be back and forth to California and where else ever for repair daily. DJI have to sell you two.
Yeah.
One in transit and one on the way back.
It's you know what? And I think about it, FPV pilots do have an oh shit button, but it doesn't do what DJI's oh shit button does. Hey, Chin Dynasty. And DJI's oh shit button is you're coming up quick. Oh shit. You stop right there on the dime.
Yeah.
In FPV,
you can do that.
The oh shit button is you flip. I have it. It's called angle mode. I flick a switch. If I lose orientation or whatever, it stabilizes. And that's all I need is to stabilize where I'm at. I don't need to stop moving. As long as I stabilize, I can flip it back into acro and regain control.
Good.
It needs to be $200 less of the price of the Mini 3 Pro, which is $669. Like more like $469. Now, see, that would make sense.
No, about $150. DJI is $150, dude.
Yeah,
200 to $150. DJI is a 200 to $150, dude.
Yeah,
they don't do anything cheaper in between that. 200 to 250, maybe.
Yeah, their drones. They do.
They prices. They kind of keep everything so that way you don't trip going up the steps.
Hey, click that like button if you guys haven't already. We appreciate it very much. Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. We wanted to carry on with this DJI Mini thing because I want to just point out something. DJI has more drones than to shake a stick at. And I'm going to point out the different versions of drones that they've shown us in the last 3 months.
They did real
Okay,
good this year on
they
all their
did.
drones.
You remember this one, right? You remember this one? They said, "Oh, we don't know who the drone maker is. 4 sensors in the front. I mean, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That's all we saw. Translucent controller." Okay, let me stop sharing there and go to the next picture to show. Then they came out with this rendered well, today they came out with this rendered version. I'm going to pull up right now. And this was the drawn version, the rendered version. You see the lines there and stuff like that. All right. And this is what they have inside the box, this version here.
That's what
But
they're talking about.
yeah, but if you look at this version here in the store, just DJI has more than enough mini drones. How many are there?
859. See, that's what I'm saying. They have leaked pictures from one
Mhm.
on sale in a store somewhere.
Right. Saying
$859
$859. And
with
that's
the
US.
RC controller.
Yes, yes. So
Now,
once again,
how much was it with the Mini 3 Pro with the RC controller?
we could find out right now.
900 and what?
We could find out right now, actually. The Mini 3?
Yeah.
Mini, wait, DJI.
DJI is a $150 dude. I
3
told you they
Pro.
prices jump $150, 200.
Yes. Smart controller. Let's see, DJI smart controller price. From what we're seeing here with the smart controller, $909.
$150,
DJI store.
$150.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, you're right. 100, they $150, $150, 309 just for the RC. Yeah, the RC is 309. That's what I paid for mine.
Right.
309.
Right.
So
okay,
it matches.
Listen, I pointed all of that out on previous live
Hey,
streams.
what's up, Sky
Previous
Control?
live streams, and then it goes elsewhere and becomes gospel. You know, it's all right, but you know, like I said, $150, 200, no more.
Yeah,
Don't see it.
I agree. Chin
Don't see
Dynasty, keeping the Mavic 3 and Air 2S.
I
Like I said,
have the Mavic 3 Pro,
right?
Which is the Pro, if you want to call it the Pro.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
the Mini
basically.
3 Pro. I'm telling you, DJI is going to come out with a Mavic 3 Pro.
You think so?
Yeah,
they already have 5 drones. They already have 5 Mavic 3s
but it was, you know, people keep saying there's no Pro, but I'm afraid that they'll do it.
Okay. Hey,
and put a 1-inch sensor and put a 1-inch sensor where the telephoto one is.
Yo, Mark Fisher said I got my tello and I'm good. Yeah, you good. You know what the tello is good for? Flying around in a bag.
I got some loose leaf or some construction paper. We can make airplanes, man, and just go back to the old days.
Listen, I remember wood class. We made the balsa wood airplanes, the gliders.
Yeah.
The gliders.
Remember those? Are we dating ourselves? Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of young folk and they don't know what a balsa wood plane was. We used to build them in school. It was called wood shop.
Yeah.
When we had classes,
they had that back in the day.
Lance says we don't need new drones. We need video waypoints and old-fashioned point of interest lock. C1 button. You're dating yourself, Lance. You're dating. That C1 button comes from the Phantom days. Mark Fisher, what's good, man? Jones Paul. Charlie says I got my kite.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to choke out that kite, dude, man, over at the beach. That time we were at the beach, Lawrence, up in the Bronx. And I didn't realize the footage that every time I flew that way, the kite would just right underneath when we were flying.
I remember that. Woodshed has been replaced by computer science in most schools. Wood shops and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, you're right. Wood shop. We had wood shop. Wait a minute.
You know what's the sad part about that?
We had wood. We had metal shop.
Hold on a second. The sad part about that, as the skilled laborers, the people who work with tools and stuff like that, as their job becomes more and more menial in this world, and more people don't go towards that, it's funny how the guys now that need to call them that can't use a hammer. And there's nobody to do these jobs. But that's a different live stream.
Warren goes, Phantom Flight 101, keep them below 250 grams and under 400 feet. You wouldn't want to get any balsa wood splinters in anybody's eye. The balsa planes. I'm a teacher. We still have wood shop in my high school.
Yeah.
That's now see, that's rare.
Okay.
We had wood shop, electronics class.
Now they'll teach these boys how to make cookies.
Huh?
Nowadays they'll teach these boys how to make cookies.
That's true, Sky Control. I'm ignoring you, Herman.
I'm telling the truth.
Make cookies. I'm telling the truth. It is sad but true. I don't know, Charlie. You lost me with that one.
What?
But rubber band propulsion. Yes, we had balsa gliders with the little plastic stick, and you just fling, and the thing flew for maybe 50, 75 feet. You ran over, you picked it up, and you went, and you did that for about an hour until you either crashed or got bored. But what we did was we found out if you tape a bottle rocket to one and light it and launch it, you'd go about 200 feet before it blew up in the air and came crashing to the ground. That's what we used to do. Cookies for Herman. If someone says hashtag cookies for Herman.
No,
5 high schools in the city. I think 4 of the 5 high schools. Oh, there's 5 high schools in the city, and 4 of the high schools have wood shop. That's interesting.
Where is this?
Where is this, Lance? That's definitely not New York.
You didn't have Mayor Bloomberg get his hands on that shit.
Yeah, well, that was dumb. That's
I coached the automotive, and I asked the kids, "You guys have driver's ed?" They were like, "No." I was like, "Let me get this straight."
I used to fly vinegar and bacon.
The name of the school is automotive, and you don't have driver's ed.
Oh, this explains Warren's mentality, his state of mind. He just gave up. Why he has a twist on things. I used to fly vinegar and baking soda powered rockets. I might have a problem. Oh, he's talking about Tacoma, Washington, Herman.
Okay.
He's in Tacoma. Okay. But it's rare that you hear shops. Wood shop. We had wood shop, metal shop. After school, it was electronics class, ham radio class, because we couldn't use the ham radio until school was over because the radio was so strong back then that if you keyed up the ham radio, the people with walkie-talkies and everything around, they couldn't hear nothing. They would only hear us talking. So we were only allowed to use the ham radio after school. I remember that. But you don't have that stuff. Herman's good. He froze. Herman's still there? Okay. Well, until Herman comes back, we have auto in 2 of the high schools. No traffic safety. No traffic safety, though. Remember when driver's ed was a requirement? Not anymore. They got rid of all that stuff. Anyway, I'm going to text Herman while we're talking, but we can go on with the live stream. What I'm going to do is Phantom 101 is back, I believe.
I'm back.
Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. It dawned on me that you went Matrix on me and put you back.
I don't know what happened. You know what happens when electronics does what it do? Yeah.
Well, welcome back. South Florida Drone Flyers, how are you? What's up? Welcome. They just won't teach you how to make cookies. They will teach you how to make cookies and then tell you that the cookies are gender confused. I should not be laughing at that.
You know what?
Wow.
You 100% on that one.
That's why. Oh wait, how did you get on that side, Lawrence? Oh, it was
Good.
magic, man. When Herman came back in, he took over control of the mothership and decided to sit on that side of the room.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's the internet. Yeah, somehow our pictures have switched up.
Oh no, but that is true though. He is right about that. But
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
you
yeah,
know,
you are. But I shouldn't have laughed though.
DJI is going to do what DJI
We
does,
got a
and
one take video.
DJI can find somebody, any one person that missed the boat, or could find a reason to save a couple of dollars and buy that other one, and say, I don't need all of that. And
Yep.
hey, I get it, but with the Mini 2, the Mini 3 Pro, I don't have a need for another one. That's me. That's not anybody else. That's not
Right,
anyone.
right, right, right.
Hey,
And I'm,
knock yourself out.
but Herman, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna spend $500 on a mini,
Mhm.
$500, I could build a new FPV bird and
I
get
hear you.
and have more fun
I hear you, but for that $500,
and have beer money left over.
I hold on to that $500 because I just don't need it. I mean, the minis will start piling up, and the minis won't fly.
Can you hold on while I get a refill on some ice?
You need more?
Well,
Yeah, ice in the glass. I see that.
yeah, it is. All right. All
What
right.
drink? What you got, man? Then if you feel the need to put more drinking on that ice, then
Well, I was gonna do a little bit of both. Would you expect anything less from drone worship? I flatter people with the truth at all times. That's why I'm so loved in this beautiful community. Dan,
where's Dan at? Where is it?
Dan is Barbarian FPV.
Oh, okay. What's up, Dan? What's good, baby?
Oh, Johnny Walker Red, Charlie, tonight. No, no beer tonight. I actually it's my birthday in 2 days, so I'm starting early.
His birthday is coming up in 2 days, and he's sipping on Johnny Walker Red.
I'm
Now,
starting. I'm
what up?
starting. I'm working my
What you,
way up. I'm working my way up.
what you need to sip on is something like a nice
I can't. No, see. That's $70 a bottle.
for your birthday, or something, or like a Glenlivet. You know what I mean?
How much is that Magnum right there?
That those are
Yes, Charlie.
that's like 60 something a bottle
Okay. All
for that.
right. So you're saying I need to step my game up and leave the
Yeah,
red
it's your
and
birthday. I
go to
mean, you
something.
want to sip on something that goes down smooth.
Charlie says, "Happy birthday!" Now you can legally drink.
So that way you're awake while
Oh, yo, like George Warren's stupid. He says, "Yo, Novice Quads, you having a problem keeping your upper lip warm?" um, this is not
Ooh,
this is not an 18 plus live stream, but
you
what
know
I was
what?
thinking in my
You,
head,
you know what?
I'm just not going to say.
You know
I'm not.
what?
Gonna, we're not
That's
going to go.
that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yo, Charlie said those two bottles are worth half a new mini. Oh shit.
No, they're
That's
not.
what's
Not really.
Hmm?
Not really.
No, he's just being facetious by saying that. But
But
but enough with
no,
DJI. We
no.
have
But
a huh?
we got a one shot, Now, for
It's
those of
1 minute long,
uh,
but it's a one shot.
you know, uh, this is it's not a very long one shot, and this
A one
guy,
shot is a one shot. That's all that matters to me.
right, it's a one shot. I mean, it's shot in a vape shop. For those of you who may be interested in vape, but this guy is Azore from
Yes.
Drone F FA.
Yes.
He shot this in a vape shop called the World of Smoke and Vape.
Welcome to Smoke and Vape.
Well, yeah, welcome to Smoking Vape.
And
I figured Lawrence was playing this with the sound because it was a nice sound.
okay,
It was
we'll see
nicely,
now.
it was nicely done.
We're just gonna restart it over and do it that way.
I thought
Wait a minute. I'd
I
have
gave
to
you the
exit
video.
this.
Give
Yeah,
you the video to play with the sound.
yeah. Give me a second. I have to pull it back up
Wow.
and turn share sound
Oh, wow.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here
Oh,
we go. Sorry about that. Rookie mood.
yeah.
That's why I drink beer. Well, welcome to Smoke and Vape.
It's the world of Smoking Vape. And I guess they sell all your smoke and vape needs and anything you need to suck and pop.
Yeah, that as well as the few CBD oil products as well. Short and sweet.
Just enough time for you to make your purchase and get back. No, they didn't even talk. Wow, they knew what they came for.
Here, you want to see it in better detail. Hey, here's the link right here. There's the link.
They knew exactly what they came for.
Oh, Sky Control said Delta 8 is not real. Don't buy that ish. It's I saw on the door. I did say it said Delta 8 CBD oil, CBD.
Right.
So I
buy the Delta 8.
and
We got a tip from outside.
Mark, hold it. Wait, Mark is Martin Scorsese too. I call you Martin Scorsese, Herman. Mark is Martin Scorsese too. And all I can say is, Mark, it was only 1 minute. We in 1 minute we could. I know it was hard to digest.
Yo, Stevie said it to me.
I did a one shot at my local 7-Eleven.
I'll put it up.
Ended up crashing into a large cherry Slurpee, waiting for DJI to send a new Avada.
Yeah, that one shot with a Nevada though.
Okay.
That one shot with a Nevada. Send it to me. Send it to me, Stevie. I'll put it
up. Okay, learn something new. You always want full plant extract. Don't let them take nothing out. Okay, there we go. What's up, Stevie? Hope all is well. Happy holidays to you and your family.
but
You know what, Herman?
Was
Diker Heights has already started their tours, right?
DronesAF. What we say?
Diker Heights has already started their Christmas tours, right?
I'm not sure. I'm quite sure that they're starting to build out.
Okay.
Because some of it's an elaborate. It's some of these homes are an elaborate.
Would you believe I have never been to Diker Heights? Every year I plan to go. Every year, I remember the year that you went, you and your lady friend and family went. Well, I was supposed to go that year to go there and do some flying, and something happened. I have never been there.
Really?
I've never been to Diker Heights.
No. Wow.
Calm down.
I actually had the camera out there. When I would like to go out there with the whole with the new joint and film some stuff, but
Okay, Dan, for those of you who don't know, Barbarian FPV is the old drone worship. He killed him off and took over. So go to Barbarian FPV and support the brother's channel.
Well, he said he killed off drone worship and took over.
Yeah, they killed off the old drone worship. That was the guy.
Let me ask you this.
That was the guy that used to come into live streams, Herman, and people would end their live stream. You remember those? Drone worship's here. Got to shut down. Oh my God. Oh no.
Oh my God. No. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
All right. It seems to be the way.
But let me ask you a question.
Everyone's going Nevada and
You
showing
said
it in.
you said that he killed off drone worship. Is he going to come back like in a later series and stuff like that?
I don't know. They do it in TV every week.
Okay.
You
Well,
know that.
we'll wait and see.
All right, here's the new way to cheers
No,
of
but Lawrence, going on, moving on. Um, it seems like Lilium is on the move
yes, and that seems like.
because I don't want to say seems like, but it is like, what I mean? It is what it is. And Lilium has partnered with this company eVolare. So they're going to be doing some things, I guess. So basically, this partnership includes a firm commitment on eVolare's part to purchase, I guess, 10 Lilium Pioneer Edition jets with the option for an additional 10 more aircraft.
You mean this baby right here?
Yeah. So once Lilium obtains their certification and launches production, well, that's the prototype right there. That was one of the prototype series
Right.
from earlier on. Once they
Right.
start,
You're talking about their 5-seater now.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Once it receives its full certification, and they launch that one, and they
Yes.
launch production on the eVTOL, that what's this company here? eVolare or whatever. It plans to,
eVolare.
yeah,
That's that chick name.
yeah,
eVolare.
yeah, whatever her name was.
Okay.
eVolare plans to sell these prototypes to private owners who will provide advanced air mobility, flight, and what do you call it? Servicing for these aircrafts.
Yeah.
To basically to customers who are going to provide what we've been talking about before as far as urban air mobility and advanced air mobility.
Yes.
For customers who are going to provide that. Now they are planning to base this operation in Oxford. That's in London.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically, so that they plan to see this whole transition of air transport in the whole of the greater London area.
Well, here's an actual
Where they plan
photo.
to operate for this
I
right
just
now.
wanted to show their passenger, but here's an actual photo of their 5-seater. The
Okay.
5-seater will have a pilot up front and 4 passengers in the back. Like, I'm guessing that that's their corporate version.
Well, that's the Pioneer version of it, the Pioneer edition. Because like I said, this is very big for them because in many different ways, and the number one way is basically the launch of the actual production of that aircraft.
Right.
Because they already have sales for that aircraft. Not
Seth
just
MacFarlane brought 2 of these. I'd like to confirm that.
Well, I don't know, but I know that the aircraft, they do have people who have purchased the aircraft already. And from my knowledge, it's a German company, Lilium.
Right. Isn't the first, if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, the first run
publicly, what happened?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the first run of 50 lugs of these that they plan to produce, the first run, 10 of them have already been sold.
Well, 10 of them already been sold to them, but they have an option for another 10 more. And there are other purchasers out there.
Yes, I see at a future date.
Right, that have purchased others. So Lilium already has people who are looking to purchase this jet. You know, as I said, these things are more than just helicopters. They're going a little bit more advanced now
Yeah.
with these things. Lilium, this Pioneer Edition, that's one of the things that is really significant for them for this deal. You know, once they launch, they already have customers that have already purchased. So where do they go from there? And this is in the UK. This is not in here in the States. This is just in the UK.
I'm sorry, I was trying to set something up.
To see if it'll come here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to set something up real quick. I was trying to set up a video. Just give me 1 sec.
You know, eVolare bought 10 and they're going to buy 10 more. And they're going to buy the 10 more because their plan is to sell them to people who are providing that service.
Right.
You know, what was
Right.
it? We talked, Archer already has that deal set with United to produce the
Hey, Carolina. Sorry, I
that
didn't
hub
see you in the
that
chat.
transports from one spot to another. Who are we talking to?
I was saying what's up to Carolina. Shot.
You know,
Carolina
who
air
popped
shots.
in. I forgot to speak to earlier. Was here.
Carolina, huh?
No, Angie was here earlier, wasn't she?
Yes. She's
Yeah,
probably
I forgot to shout
still here.
Angie. Angie,
Probably
if you're
listening
still
in the
there,
background.
how you doing? I hope you got your whiskey this week.
Yes. See, I have a little. I have some scotch.
I see Captain Ray is still in the chat.
Yes,
What's going
Captain
on,
Ray's
Captain
hanging
Ray?
out. Captain Ray's hanging out. Like to let
But
you
you really
guys
gonna
know
get that mini? You gonna really gonna get that new mini when it comes out,
Martin Ray
Captain?
Kelly says if the minis are about 500, 550, and
Uh-huh.
I can go back to the chat, he may
I hear
consider
you,
it.
Ray.
He may
I hear
consider
you.
it.
I hear you, Ray. Ray wants one in every class. I hear you, Ray.
Then now see, that's
How's that
interesting.
Mavic 3 treating you, Captain?
Yeah, she's here. See, she's here,
Hey, Angie.
and she put up the tumbler. So Angie, salute to you because last week I felt bad. You let your girlfriend drink up all your liquor. Did you get that bottle to keep on the side this time, Angie, like we suggested? And then y'all go half on
Excellent.
your bottle to drink during the week, but then you have your stash for when she drink up that shit.
Or when she's not around.
There you go. There you go.
Well, yeah, that's where they're going with that. Hey,
Angie's here. She ain't lost
Lilium.
anymore. Ray says he loves his Mavic 3.
Okay, Lilium is.
I actually want to sell my Air 2 for a Mini 3, possibly. Fly Guy Merrill, I do see a lot of people trying to sell their Air 2, their Air 2s and their Mini 2s. You just have to have some kind of patience. I saw a guy selling a Fly More bundle for an Air 2. I think it was for $450.
I honestly, in the price range for what it's capable, if you're stuck on flight time, then maybe you might want to opt out on your Air 2S. But the Air 2S, for what it's capable of,
Yeah,
still in the park.
yeah.
You know, it's not
The
riding
Air
the
2S.
bench. It's
Yes,
not
the
riding
Air
the bench yet.
Listen, I want to see what the Air 3 is going to be. That's you know they're going to try and
Slow down.
look. I'm in no rush. I'm happy. Listen. I'm still working on getting. I'm trying my best to get the Mavic 3 Classic. I'm working on it. I have to take from Peter to pay Paul and do some finagling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping maybe shortly after the new year, as a gift to myself after buying shit for everybody during the holidays, You know, when you buy that one gift for yourself,
Mhm.
possibly I will be able to do that.
Okay.
Sky Control Productions, real
Mhm.
quick. He mentioned that his next bird, he's looking into getting sin lifters. And I pointed out to him that sin
Okay.
lifters are a completely different breed from flying regular FPV, weight wise, camera wise, stuff like that. But look into, they have 4-prop sin lifters,
Mhm.
Sky Control, and the new 3-prop joints.
Okay.
They have this
3.
3-prop. Yeah, there's a 3-prop sin lifter.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 in the front and 1 in the back, in the middle, like a Y shaped. It's a Y shaped sin lifter,
Sort of like a scorpion coming at you.
sort of like that. And I've been looking at sin lifters. I've been doing research. There's
But
only 1 or 2 people that actually make the tri-prop sin lifters.
mhm.
So
Now,
I'm still doing research. Jeff at State Farm, Ray Kelly.
State Farm.
He's Jeff from State Farm.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
But
Really seriously nuts. No.
if I were to get a look into sin lifters, I'd probably build it myself, and I would, because to buy a sin lifter, can I just
Mhm.
diverge, go squirrel real quick for a
No,
second,
no,
Herb?
Adam. I think what Captain Ray is telling me, I think he's telling somebody about insurance. I think
Oh,
somebody
okay.
may have asked about insurance. What are you doing?
Sin lifter drones. Just want to point out a lot of them carry red cameras and all kinds of stuff.
You may not find
Here's
too
one.
much on a cheap search like that on the direct Google search. They're going to bring up stores and stuff like that first.
Yeah, but I just want people to know, when you're talking a sin lifter, this is a 8-prop,
Okay, there
eight
you
motor
go.
sin lifter. Most of them are 8 motor. If someone offers you Sky Control, a sin lifter with 4 motors, I'm not saying don't take it, but 9 out of 10, notice crossfire antenna here, 9 out of 10 sin lifters I know of have
Mhm.
8 props, and they're starting at about $4,000 just out the box. If
Okay,
I go to another, if I
that'll
go
work.
to another, if I try looking for somewhere else, Pyro Drone Sin Lifter, let's see what Pyro Drone has, see what they're asking for their Sin Lifter. So they have one here, another 8-prop one called the Taurus for 3,000, and it's a bind and fly. Well, it's 2,500, but notice it's an 8
Up to
prop.
what's the weight capacity on the payload?
um Okay, we would have to get into this here, right here. Okay, engineered, it can carry DSLRs, red Komodos, Z-cams, BMPs, I don't know, BMP CC cameras, and it has DJI FPV transmission system. I'm looking, 2 kilogram maximum payload. So if we go to 2 kilograms, 2 kg, 2 lbs. That is 4.4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. So you can carry a 4.5 pound. That's that particular one that we were looking at.
Not
I
bad.
do know there are sin lifters that can carry up to 6 pounds. Jody, what's good, man?
Okay.
So I won a $25 gift card from Pyro
Sure.
Drones. Do you need it? A brother like me needs needs something new from Pyro Drone. Pyro drones is like drugs, man. Some of these FPV shops, Herman. Yo, I'm telling you, did a company hit me up on Facebook and said, we would like you to join our group. And I was like, well, okay. And I joined the group. And they're like, well, we just came out with this new frame, and we're sending it out to a select few. We notice you cruise and don't do flips. We're building a cruiser. So I'm
Really?
trying to see if this is going to lead into something, and they're going to send me the frame. I've been corresponding with them. They want my address. They've looked at my YouTube channel. They know I cruise. They know I don't flip, and all of that. So I'm waiting for a final response in an email. I was like, hell yeah. Send me a fucking frame. A new company. Send me a frame. Hell yeah. I've never had anyone send me anything FPV. Art
Really?
is fun. I look forward to it. I can use drones for transportation, like the dude Jara in Men in Black 2. Art is fun, FYI. Unless, well, you say you look forward to the day where you can use the drone for transport. Well, you can forget about the e-hang drones because those drones only carry people that are 105 pounds to 110 pounds roughly. There are a few other companies out there like Joby, Lilium, and companies that plan on um Archer plans on, you see this right here, this platform behind me? Okay, if you look on the mouse, the pic, or they can't see it. If you look at the picture behind me, you see that light blue structure? That's South Street Seaport. There's a pier with a red light. That's a helicopter pad. They actually plan on, Archer plans on having eVTOLs landing there from Newark Airport. So depending on where you live, you might actually be able to ride some of this stuff by the end of 2024 going into 2025.
Is that right?
Supposedly.
Well,
Nope.
honestly, I think that will be determined by whether or not you were able to do it in the first place when they had helicopter flight.
True.
You know,
But
still, in my opinion, I think it's still going to be very expensive. You know,
I'm thinking so as well. At least in the beginning. At least in the beginning. You know what's funny, Herman? Here's
what?
something that I doubt you'll see any Chinese knockoffs on eVTOLs.
You're muted.
How?
I don't know, but I didn't hear what you were saying.
That's strange.
You said here's something, and then you died.
Oh, I don't know. It's the stupid internet. Art is fun. Hold on, let me see if I can find the story and on YouTube, and I'll send you a link. So if you look forward to flying on eVTOLs here in the United States, there's a possibility. Wait a minute.
Who wants to fly an eVTOL?
Art is fun. Art is fun in the
Wants
chat.
to ride in one?
They would like to get on an eVTOL. ARCH.
Oh, to ride on one. Because you can, they actually have aircraft that, you know, that operate as such already.
Can I show that can I show that Archer video that we showed? Hold on.
Which one? The old one?
Archer video, the one of them flying where they want to fly from Newark Airport here in New Jersey to Lower Manhattan.
You have it.
Yeah, got it loaded up.
If you have it, you can show it. Go ahead.
Got it loaded up, bro.
Before we go on to
this is just for you, Art is fun. This is called Midnight. The company is called Archer. They have eVTOLs. They've just got clearance, or they're working towards making it so that they can fly this particular eVTOL you're about to see from Newark Airport in New Jersey to Lower Manhattan and South Street Seaport in the picture I showed behind. This is supposed to be the prototype as to.
No, that's it.
Yeah. It's a 5-seater. You'll have a pilot in front, 4 passengers in the rear, and from Newark Airport, it will take 10 minutes to fly from Newark Airport to Lower Manhattan, as opposed to coming by car anywhere from half hour to an hour.
No, about an hour.
Yeah.
By an hour.
Yeah, you're right. But this area, I'm showing this here because this actual, where they're planning on landing, is an actual live heliport here in Manhattan already. So they plan on turning this particular heliport into an eVTOL.
Now you see that building right there, Lawrence?
Which?
The big building right there.
This one?
Next to the ferry, right next to the ferry port.
Right there, yes.
On the other side when it was flying.
Oh, hold on, you can go back.
On the other side.
Right here, this one. Or this one.
That one.
This one here, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That building right there after Sandy, that building was destroyed by Sandy. And the company I was working for, we had to regain power and new service and everything into that building.
There's the heliport that you'll be landing at right now. Today, present day, it is a live active helicopter heliport.
So all of that area right there is all hurricane proof.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. They even put doors on the tunnels over there. Will we be flying drones? Might not be in my lifetime, but it's happening.
What?
We Bob Casey, I wouldn't say that unless you plan on passing away in the next 2 to 3 years, because by 2024 they
Yeah,
plan on
this will
using
be up
drones to
and
carry
running
the they plan on using drones to carry
24,
the
25.
athletes in the 2025 whenever the next Olympic is coming up.
24
EHang
Paris
plans on
games.
carrying, yes, the 2024 Paris Games. They plan on carrying athletes from their hotels to the events and the stadiums in EHang E216
I wouldn't say in the E-hang, probably in
Jobby.
either either Jobby or what's the other company there that's bidding for that?
Volocopter.
Volocopter. You'll probably
Yes,
see
yes, yes.
Volocopter there.
Hey, God bless America. How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you for coming
Volocopter will
in.
probably be the guy that you'll see there.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Volocopter, man. Seriously, you'll probably see Volocopter there.
Right, because they're European based anyway, more so.
Yeah, you'll probably see Volocopter there.
Okay. Herman,
Yes.
what's up with Saab? What's up with Altitude Angel?
Well, so, well, believe it or not, Altitude Angel has partnered with Saab to integrate UTM into Saab's digital towers, digital tower into technology. Altitude Angel and Saab have announced this partnership that they say will enable the integration of Altitude Angel's UTM platform as a part of Saab's digital tower, the
Yes.
RTWR.
Mm-hmm.
It is what they claim is what they say is a flexible um it's I don't know. They
Well,
say it's a flexible solution that has various many case use for it.
well,
So
I go
uh
ahead. I just want you to finish
well,
getting more descriptive before I show the
right,
video.
what they want to do in all actuality is that they're trying to build upon Saab's video performance and their visual presentation and their autonomous solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So basically they're going to build on top of that with the use of their towers, where the R towers they call them,
Yes.
are currently
R towers, yes.
yeah, they're currently being used and utilized in and by what they say is civil and military airports, almost, well, I would say everywhere, not everywhere but almost everywhere, because they're in places like they said Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
the UK, US,
Yes, certain areas, but
and
for
Germany.
military, but for
Right, in Germany
military
right
right
now, but
now.
yeah, but they're also in military and civilian. So they're
Okay.
being used at other airports and stuff like that. Their technology.
Well, I want
What interests, not hold on, give me a second. Let's get to, but what interests me about it is that they claim that this like I said, they're going to use, but they're discussing the use of expanding this to other places in like the Netherlands and Ireland and then even in Romania. So they're expanding with Altitude Angel and this partnership. But what were you gonna say?
I just wanted to say that the reason I'm not showing the video is because you kind of have to you have kind of have to listen to the video to understand what Altitude Angel is doing. Now, by them teaming up with, like you said,
Well, I
teaming
can
up with
actually
Saab.
tell you what they were doing.
Okay. All right. So I can actually play the video and you can go through it then as
Well, yeah, the
okay.
video basically is showing you the evolution of Altitude Angels um Guardian UTM, and where Altitude Angel starts off talking about trafficking management of systems that we use for transportation and
Right, such as
to move
trains and
goods.
right.
And they start off there, and they start off and talking, and they go into talking about other different forms of aviation to now to today, where we're implementing even drones into the world. And it talks about the first corridor that they had set up that use these drones for different operations. Now the Guardian platform, which is what we were talking about with this partnership,
Yes.
they'll be using Saab's towers
These down
is
here,
to
yes.
integrate Altitude Angels Guardian UTM service into the RTW towers to be able to create this drone corridor. Now, what
Right.
this corridor is designed to do is to operate drones on the commercial as well as the well, I guess you would say passenger drones. And it
Yes.
is able to do this with the drones that we're actually using in the airspace as alongside crewed flight. So basically
Right.
what they're trying to do is enable something that will help them to do uncrewed authorization of flight and management alongside crewed flight,
Right.
with
Now that's why I
meaning that
paused it. Go
manned
ahead.
aviation.
Well, that's why I
So
paused it here, because I
mhm,
wanted to show how they say that this will be a drone corridor where drones will be flying back and forth, passenger, cargo, etc.
mhm,
Now, for drones that are not for vehicles such as carbon producing helicopters, etc., that are
mhm,
non-controlled, that will have to fly through this airspace, if you notice, this dashed line is showing that everything is going in a straight line, but when a non-controlled aircraft comes into this area, it will redirect the traffic around the non-controlled aircraft, meaning this dotted line will be lowered or raised over the flight path of this helicopter. And as you see the video, it shows traffic, shows the flight path. It makes an adjustment to all drones, etc., in that corridor to
yeah, it
go
goes
under
under.
that vehicle's flight path. Also drones that are actually entering in. You can enter at any altitude, it says, and be added in and onto this network. But what
Mhm.
I'll do is I will actually share the video with you guys so you can listen to it with sound and understand in a better detail.
Now, Altitude Angel's been doing this for quite some time, because the first time I've
Yes.
ever heard of them was when they had that big drone summit in Africa a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the Altitude Angel had set up a temporary management system with the no-fly zone
Yes.
for this event. And I thought that was interesting how they were able to do that. And the drones were able
No.
to operate and do their demonstrations without interference from any manned aviation in the area.
And they're talking with these towers, they're talking hundreds of miles away.
Yes.
Someone
Yeah,
controlling it.
they're talking about being able to direct traffic from 100 miles away
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
these
pretty
towers.
much.
So that's what they're going to utilize Saab's towers to do this, to perform these UTMs. So that's another thing that we all are waiting for remote ID, but that's the next step after remote ID
Remote
is
ID is a part of,
right
yeah.
is the UTMs. That will be coming right after that. For those who are not familiar with UTMs, they're basically a traffic management system for
Unmanned traffic management.
unmanned systems.
Unmanned, but even though they say unmanned traffic management system, this will apply to all unmanned and manned, because first you have everybody coming up with eVTOLs, delivery eVTOLs, passenger eVTOLs, and you need a way to fly this stuff. And this is where This is where Saab and the other company, I can't, I lost the freaking name. Angel,
What?
Altitude
Altitude
Angel
Angel. They're not the only
will,
ones. There's a few other
right,
because
right. But Altitude
we
Angel's been
did
doing
stuff
it
on
for a
other
while,
ones.
like you said. What did Bob Casey say? Just need to lift helicopters altitudes a little higher. Same with small planes. Everyone needs to be higher corridors. U.S. drone pilots, I hope, can keep 400 AGL. I see that going down in time. Yes and no, Bob Casey, and I'll get to what I'm talking about really quick because we have more news, but not always. Well, think about it this way. You're already being told what altitude to fly at.
True.
So if it's 400 feet and below, I'm happy because it will vary in different areas. Whether it's Class G airspace, you may be able to go to 400 feet. Okay, in restricted airspace because of airports and/or infrastructure, you may have only be able to fly at 200, as long as you can fly. Herman, what's
Really?
going on with Event 38? What's up with Event 38 these days?
Well, we're talking payload. Payload.
Payloads. Okay.
Payload, yeah. Well, the mapping drone manufacturer, Event 38 unmanned systems. Some of
Yeah.
you might know about them, some of you may not. Well, let's talk about them. They have announced that it's a fixed wing mapping drone, the E400 400 is currently available with a gimbal EOIR camera from Next Vision.
Yeah.
Now they are the maker of stabilized camera and accessories for commercial and industrial use. Now this Vision Next Vision gimbal EOIR camera is capable of high quality vision and thermal imagery and video. Now get a load of this one.
Okay.
Not only can it capture that, but it will stream it directly to your ground station.
Oh, get out.
Now
in real time.
But right in real time, but this drone is also military grade quality. That's what they're saying in the specs, military grade quality. I don't know what that means. I don't have any drones that are military grade quality, but this one is
neither do I.
The E400 is military grade quality, and they say
all the
it's
different
good for
payloads
search and rescue, emergency management, and disaster, response. So and as I said before, it's a mapping drone, so it can create 3D models. It can also map an area and give you all this, the information on it. It's not a little guy.
Here's what I like about
assembled.
Yes, here's what I like about it. This gentleman, after it's assembled, he put it together on the back of his truck, just did this, lifted her up and cleared some snow, and she can take off. It's like you said, you do have to assemble it. But the camera payload now, it went through. I'm trying to get to that real quick because it shows the different camera payloads. It's very expansive because it goes from
spectral, LiDAR, and EO/IR payloads. So you can add
LiDAR, EO/IO payloads.
Your E400 comes with a rugged tablet ground control station.
Oh yeah.
Custom flight software.
But it's a nice looking bird. It's a nice looking eVTOL. I don't see anyone carrying.
What's going on, man? Yeah, it's good. It's a nice drone. I mean, it's
hey,
good.
Dennis Lovelady, how are you, man?
Is Dennis here? Hey, Dennis, what's going on, man? It's very good for
Dennis Lovelady says military grade means it won't back down.
Okay, I got you.
What?
Basically,
nice.
It's good. It's good in the wind then.
Yeah, it can handle the wind. Exactly.
I hear you. Wow.
Military grade. Military grade.
Military grade. That's a funny one. Wow, is it that time already?
Yeah, man. Yes, it is.
Wow.
There's a whole line of live streams coming on after us. You
Yeah.
guys should know the schedule already. You're here every Wednesday. You're at each and every the other live streams. You know what's happening. After we leave here, there's at least 5 more live streams to keep everyone
Yeah.
entertained for the night.
Yeah, at least four or five.
At least
But
4 or 5.
I guess
You
it's
know,
that time.
I'd like to say we appreciate you. And for those of you who missed our little Skybrowse demo in the beginning, we
Mhm.
didn't plan on doing it, but Herman and I, like we said, we were messing around with some 3D modeling, and we happened to be playing around with Skybrowse. We're looking at 3D mapping software and stuff like that, and we just wanted to show what we were playing around with. So if you missed that, you're gonna have to rewind the live stream and check it out in the beginning. But Skybrowse, I like it for someone who doesn't do a lot of mapping or does mapping periodically or 3D modeling periodically. It might be the good app. And no, we didn't get paid for that. That wasn't a paid endorsement. But it's that time, Herman.
You too, 107.
Yes,
But,
happy
yes,
holidays
guys.
to all you guys out there.
Yes, guys. But like Lawrence said, you know, it's that time of the night, and we appreciate you all for coming and hanging out with us and listening to some of the stuff that we like to share with you guys and that's going on in the drone world and in the drone community.
Sky control.
But outside of the drone community, as you guys know, that I coach football. I coach high school football, and we got through the semifinals, and we're in the finals. So we're in the high school championship here in New York City once again, and we're going for our 4th in a row. So, but next time you guys see me on live, hopefully I'll have some good news to tell you all about my
Thanks, Angie.
my
Yes, that's right. This Sunday.
endeavors this weekend.
This
So this
Sunday.
weekend, Lawrence will be on video.
Yes, I'm the end zone cameraman. Thank you very much.
Lawrence will be on video again, and we'll be back out there. This time we're bringing it home. I think I need one for the pinky.
A 4-peat. You had the
I need one for the
3-peat.
pinky.
Now you need a ring for the pinky, bro.
I think I
You
need
need a ring for the pinky.
I need one for the pinky.
Happy holidays to each and every
Yes.
one of you. We
Oh,
got to
we-
get out of here. It's time
Yeah,
to
it's
go.
that time, yes, guys. And like I said before, thank you guys all for coming and hanging out with us. And that's all, folks. And
Hold on. And with that,
and-
I'll end the live stream, Herman.
with
Wait a minute.
Wednesday-
Wait. I'll end. Hold on.
Hold on, but Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
And with that, we're going to end it with this. Some of you might love this. Good night.
Come over here, boy, and I'll show you how to make a nice paper aeroplane. There she goes. Look at her fly. How's that for a... Huh? No, boy, that's no way to make a plane. That'll never... I say that'll never...
With that, guys, good night. Thanks for watching.